LeBron James clapped right back at President Trump. He let him know via Twitter, "You bum. Stephen Curry already said he isn't going. He ain't going. Therefore, ain't no invite going to the White House. Going to the White House was a great honor until you showed up." Called the president a bum. A lot of people are in agreement with this. And it's just, you can look at this as basically a frustration foul in basketball. Everybody's frustrated with Trump. He's on Twitter. He's essentially attacked Mel Hill. He's attacked Colin Kaepernick's situation. He's attacked Stephen Curry. What do all three of these people have in common? I'm going to let you decipher that one. But on to a more serious note, everybody's just tired of the ignorance that Trump has been displaying on his Twitter. He needs to lay off of it 100%. LeBron James came to the defense of Steph Curry, a rival teammate, but also a colleague. And that lets you know that the difference between NBA players and NFL players. You will never see NFL players come to each other's aid in defense of something of this magnitude and this caliber. Because NFL players are basically look like they're in indentured servitude, where they can't even express their feelings. They're considered villains if they take a knee, a la Colin Kaepernick. There's a great meme where it shows Colin Kaepernick at the bottom with two other players taking a knee. They're considered horrible people. But then you have people waving the Confederate flag at the top of the picture, and they're considered great Americans. So it's very, the parody here and the paradox that we're looking at is two opposite ends of the spectrum, where somebody's doing a peaceful protest and they're considered villains, as opposed to someone who does violent things, a la KKK, Confederate flag, stuff like that. They're considered pure blood, true Americans. So that within itself is crazy, but that's another topic for another situation. But LeBron James took a stance. He took a strong stance. He's basically expressing what a lot of Americans are expressing, but for him to have his platform and strike back at the president like that, you already know Donald Trump has a retort coming very soon, or he's going to try to do something very petty. And it takes a lot of courage to say something like that. And basically, LeBron James and Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant, NBA players, they're reflecting the climate of America towards the presidency, towards policy, towards the things that are happening in America. Let's not overshadow or overlook what's being taken place. Why the Golden State Warriors don't want to go to the White House. Why Colin Kaepernick is taking a knee. There are civil rights being violated. There are killing of unarmed black men and women that's happening. Killings of unarmed Americans that are happening. Women that are facing hate because of their gender in the workplace. So there are a multitude of things that are occurring to why Americans are essentially fed up. And what's very crazy in this situation is a lot of people, when Obama was in office, they hated Obama. They couldn't stand him. They thought that he was silly. They thought he was crazy. They thought that he was dumb, where I don't understand how a man that goes to Yale, master's degree, lawyer, wife's a lawyer, very successful people, how you consider them dumb, but that's something else. You know, if it was a white person, you don't denigrate him like that. So it's crazy to see how the shoe now is on the other foot, where President Trump is taking all those lobs and missile lobs, and you know, everybody's coming for his neck, because truly he's not really qualified for the position that he's in. And now people are starting to come out with the insults. You know, a majority of Americans voted for Trump, you know, in the Midwest and all these other states. But like, now you don't see these people coming to his defense when all these things are occurring. So that's very interesting. I thought a lot of people felt like Obama was bad, but I know there's a lot of people that voted for Trump that wish Obama was still in office, based on the way that current things are going, relations outside of America and stuff like that, and inside of America, the inner turmoil that has been taking place and how he has been handling it. So LeBron James basically issued a statement afterward saying, you know, it's not basically for him to just call him a bum. He's not just trying to diss him. He's just trying to express, like, look, dude, he already told you Curry's not coming. So you didn't have to say the invite is null and void. He didn't want to come. So it's basically histrionics, and it's basically, how would I put this? It's basically manners. Like, the guy already told you he doesn't feel like he want to come. There's no need to rescind the invitation because you look weak. basically you're looking weak. You're making the United States look weak, and we have bigger issues to go over than an invite to the White House. There's bigger issues, current state of affairs of America, that need to be dealt with. So you gotta commend LeBron for shooting at the hip. He shot at the hip with this one. He just came out. The phone was in his hand. He said, "You know what? F this. I'm about to go at this dude's neck." He went at his neck. So you gotta commend him for this. But this just draws a larger issue. There are bigger issues that we face that are more important than just back and forth pettiness that Trump is doing. So hopefully the NBA players can make a change. Hopefully NFL players can also join in. I mean, they're getting treated like slaves. President Trump is saying to fire any sons of bitches that don't want to stand for the flag. When they're doing it in a peaceful manner, they're invoking their rights under our amendment. So, come on, man. Cut it out. This is Vlad Hoops Junction. Hoops meets Hoopla. Peace.